continue on the path of doing the Job Hunter full stack app, because I already have the automation on Nathan, and now it's a question of how to make this available for my friends and, if necessary, other people as well. So I don't remember where I left off, but just judging from the code and the README, I think I have a lot of setup to do, just because we don't have any Docker yet. And I think we left off on building the database with Supabase, so we'll do some Docker containerization. And although in the meantime, in the last week, I didn't work on this specific project with Claude, I did work on other 2 projects. So let's keep this like this. I like to have the Claude CLI here. So trust this folder. And let's see this. Okay, cool. So let's do a first step of, I wanna plan. I definitely want to make this mermaid actually into working code. So Earth mermaid code snippets in README into an actual code. Put it in docs directory and reference compiled PNGs in the README while removing the snippets from README. Something like this. And in the meantime, I wanna make few tasks for myself just to organize. So what I would love to do is, so myself, I wanna create Docker Compose setup. So this is what I'm doing on another screen. Create Docker Compose. Then enable registration. Enable login. So I think there is already code for this, but not working one. Then I would like, so maybe while this is being run, maybe with another Claude chat co-work, maybe. Yeah, co-work. So I would like to make PRDs, so let's see, what's this? Okay, yes, yes, okay. Not ideal, but it's okay. So it's asking me for allowing it to do a search. So what? Docker Compose registration, login, and then settings page with job preferences. And list of jobs page. I think that's pretty much it as far as tasks is concerned. Okay. Cool. So let's see the plan. Convert mermaid snippets to a compile readme inline, blah blah blah. The architecture diagram. GitHub renders this natively, but user wants compiled PNG. Okay, stored in docs directory and reference from the readme with the mermaid source removed. Yes. Install mermaid, blah blah blah, plus Puppeteer as dev dependencies. Why Puppeteer? Or extract the mermaid source, so it could be blah blah blah. Architecture. Okay. Add docs diagram, npm script packages. Okay. So one question, did I ignore the CSV? I did. That's okay, just to ignore this file, that's for sure. Okay, run, okay. Generate. I still don't understand why Puppeteer, so steps. So let's do this. Why Puppeteer? So on the front end, did I? Nope. Maybe I didn't do any. So the most reliable, okay. Interesting. Interesting, okay. Hopefully I don't have to commit 200 megabytes. Well, let's see. guess. Okay, so the settings. Interesting, but okay. So settings would be combination of old config and current NA10 flows. Okay, so now it's okay, cool. So that's one thing, that's settings. The list, it basically contains jobs with, I already had a full stack project, but with some other, I think, other technology. So let me see what I already have. This is React Job Hunter, Next.js a year ago. Okay. Okay. So this would be interesting because I already have a project, so maybe to pull some of those things, I already have a Docker there. But how could I, let's say, merge or just reference what's already done there? That would be nice. Okay, so let's see the changes, architecture, docs, React components, auth context, upper base auth, Postgres, okay, PostgreSQL, row level security, React hook form, plus Zod, then stack query, okay, cool. So this is package log, coverage, diagram, mermaid CLI, okay. This is removed, this is okay. This is cool, okay. Okay, I'm okay with this. So this is the master. Let's commit directly. So what did I do? Moved mermaid charts to their own files. Okay, so now what I would love to do is maybe even clone the repository and then ignore it. So let's say git clone inside the repository, Job Hunter Next.js, and then just because this will be here, I don't want that. I want git ignore next JS project. So this is job hunter next JS. So if we, okay, so that's it. This is ignore, this is cool. The old next JS project. Okay, so go through the subfolder, subdirectory, job hunter next JS, which has the old version 1 year old version of the app, which supported the easy apply automation on LinkedIn through Selenium. When you go, the idea is to use the old repository as an idea to current and new basically merge the two in this current repository. Ask me all questions for verification and action. Repository task by task, not all at once. Make a very granular task planning to merge the two in the current. Okay, so go through the subdirectory job hunter next.js, which has the old version 1 year old of the app, which supported the easy apply automation on LinkedIn through Selenium. The idea is to use the old repository as an idea to update the current and the new repository. Basically make a very granular task planning to merge the two in this current repository task by task, not all at once. I will create Git issues out of these small tasks. And then we will work on each one by one. I mean, just to be super clear, maybe I've overdone it, but I think that's good. Install GitHub app to tag right from your GitHub issues and PRs. Okay, install GitHub app. So what? Run install GitHub app. Okay, maybe I have to do it. Okay, so I'll just make a note for myself. So this is the Next.js. Hub app. Okay, that's it. So projects, do I have a project, like link a project? No. I think I had this one. This one, Job Hunter. Oh man, I had a lot. Okay. Yeah, I had the whole project there. So maybe settings, project settings, default repository. This is Gabe Job Hunter. That's okay. Okay, so so what if I do like this? React Job Hunter, that's it, that's here. So issues. Okay. Project Job Hunter. Okay. Okay, cool. So now it's a question of which status this should be in. No status. And if I go, okay, no status. Come on, MVP backlog next. So what I would be, I have to research what I did before because I worked on this for quite a while. But now I'm curious what might be already there. So, doom. I had a lot. Okay, okay, so this is also referencing. Okay, cool, something, okay. All right, I've gone through, reviewed both code bases. Here's what I found and the questions I need answered before creating the task breakdown. What the old Next.js app actually is. It's a marketing landing page for SaaS called Easy Apply, not a full application. It contains landing page sections, hero features, how it works, testimonials, pricing, CTA, footer, auth, stubs, login, register pages not wired to any backend. Profile page collects LinkedIn email plus password for the Selenium bot, pricing tier, professional, premium, enterprise, terms of use page, Docker file, For deployment references, the actual Selenium automation is in a separate repo, not here. The current React app already surpasses the old one in actual functionality, working on DB schema, but is missing all UI for the core job list. You also have a 50K row, presumably the data this app replaces. Do you want landing marketing page, hero features, blah blah blah, brought into this React app, or is this strictly application dashboard, no public marketing pages? So, don't need building pages, but extract useful copy branding into. This repo is the app only. Landing page will be a separate project or it doesn't exist. Add a public, so LinkedIn bot. Yeah, okay, so I'll probably then just skip. I thought I had something. Where did I have all that database stuff? Because this is a totally different concept, and I don't think it's, now I remember, it's not that wise. No, just tracking, focus on the manual job, blah blah blah, and API plan for later. Build CSV, add a UI to upload and map CSV to the job application schema on TypeScript only. Skip for now. The CSV is no import needed. Priority job list. What should the priority order be for the core missing features? Select all that apply. I'll use the order you pick. So job list plus CRUD. The main jobs table with filtering, sorting, status changes the core of the app. So job I'll use the order you pick. Okay, so the main jobs table with filtering, sorting, status changes, the core of the app, job detail page, settings page, analytics, yeah, all of it. So, okay, submit answers. Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, let's just focus on this for now. Let's delete this. Then let's just delete this as well. As it is. Something like this. Okay, get pushed. So let's see what we have. $50K rows of historical job data. Basically, I have more than 1,000 jobs, to be exact, around 1,200 jobs in that CSV. But maybe it's recognizing 50K because, for example, the job description might be over multiple lines. So I don't even know how I would properly export that CSV. Okay, so clear picture. So the scope is no landing page, app only repo, tracking, no CSV import, priority job CRUD, job details, settings, analytics board, Note, even though you listed analytics first, job CRUD is a dependency for everything else, blah, blah, blah. So it'll be implementation here, phase 1, infrastructure and shared components. Backlog. So next, I would say probably in the project new column job full stack, something like that, and then put it like this. Let me organize the tasks. Full stack. So this is again full stack. Enable login full stack as well. Yeah, we have this. So now phase 1. Okay, so let's do this and labels. New label phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, 4, 5, phase 3, phase 4, phase 5, and cleanup. So let's update maybe all the phases just to be even more on point. Phase 1, or at least the description. Okay. Edit phase 2 job list page. I should have done this before, but okay. Phase 3. Phase 4. Cleanup. Okay, so let's create a bunch of tasks. Issues. Let's go under issues, new issue, and I will always create more labels myself. So this one, if it's under projects, then it's job hunter, milestone. I mean, this could be actually a milestone. Ah, shit. Milestone. Milestones were fun. maybe I have to do, I forgot where the milestones are, maybe in the project, nope, issues, milestones. Okay, under issues, milestones. Okay, so phase one, repeating myself, but I would like to have this organized so that I don't rush. Milestone, okay. So issues, milestones, new milestone. Phase two. Phase two. Jobless page, okay. Job detail page. No, not new issue, but new milestone. And then after those milestones, I will create each of these tasks. I wish there is okay, let's see. We'll try to figure this GitHub linkage right now because I don't want to do this manually. So this is already a manual work, but if it's possible, maybe transfer that. So phase 4, settings page, okay. And then phase 5, phase 5, analytics dashboard, and then cleanup. Cleanup after all, okay. Cleanup. Okay, so if would like to start creating GitHub issues from this, but my question is, can you do that? And what do I have to do to enable you to create GitHub issues? Note that I've already created milestones, phase 1, phase 2, etc. And there are default labels. Okay. Okay, I didn't know that I can drag and drop images into a command line. I mean, if I use gh auth status to and 1, so mean, this will not, so this is, okay, maybe just ask Gemini for this one specifically. Insufficient permissions. Account settings in the list. Click developer settings, then personal, and select fine grained tokens or tokens classic if necessary. For older integrations, click generate new token and provide a descriptive name, set an expiration date, click generate token. Update the token environment variable in the new with the new value. Okay, so let's GitHub account settings. Okay, so okay, cool. So this. So I don't want this, but I do want to get when using GitHub API or command line, personal access token are intended, blah blah blah. The token has little capability. Okay, so maybe like a tutorial how to enable GitHub Claude to interact with GitHub issues. I mean, that's the biggest thing. Claude Code with GitHub. How to use Claude Code from anywhere. So to enable Claude to interact with GitHub issues, you will need to set up the Claude Code GitHub Actions integration, which allows Claude to respond to mentions in issues or pull requests and automate development tasks. A GitHub account with repository administrator permissions for the target repository, and Anthropic API key obtained from the Anthropic. Optional but recommended the GitHub CLI GH installed locally to use the quick setup method. You can choose between a quick setup using Claude Code or a manual configuration via GitHub. Quick setup recommended for direct API users. Install Claude Code by running blah blah blah. Launch Claude Code blah blah. Install the installation command within the Claude. So let's escape then. So I don't want to lose this. I think I will not. Okay. So let's do install GitHub app, right? I found some pattern, but you can continue anyway. Press enter to run, not GitHub CLI, run, that is it, and oh, okay, so okay, so So after I ran install GitHub app within Plod CLI, I got this. I hope this works because I really want to interact with GitHub issues. This warning typically occurs when Cloud Code can verify your GitHub login, often because an outdated GitHub CLI, GH, or a mismatch in how you authenticated. Update GitHub CLI. Okay, so brew update GitHub, no, git gh. This updates brew itself and does not take formula names. Use brew upgrade. Oh, okay. Upgrade gh. Okay, re-authenticate. Okay, so let's do this off screen just to make sure we're going down the right path. Use arrows. Where do you use GitHub? I mean, what was that question? But okay. So I'm figuring this one out. This will be huge if I make this work. I would love to interact with GitHub issues because I have most of my repositories have a lot of those issues, and then I would transfer all the, for example, Trello issues to GitHub issues. GitHub won't let you log in normally if it detects a GitHub token environment variable, as it prioritizes that token for authentication. To fix, you must unset the variable in your current terminal session before you run. Clear the, okay, unset. Okay, so maybe like this, maybe that's done. So maybe let's do this again. Use code with caution. GitHub, why HTTPS? I prefer it for this integration, but then I don't know if, let's see. Okay. Logging with a web browser. Okay. Okay. In the app. I have to pause this. How can I pause my camera? Okay, webcam. Video capture, no. This, So how to just pause, man. Oh man, so many complications. Yeah, I think I will just end the stream here. I don't want to now complicate because I'm using my phone to maybe I have another phone. Let's see. Do I have GitHub here? I don't think so. If I have, maybe I can continue. Yeah, I don't have. Yeah, I will end it here because I need to use my phone, and my phone is a camera, and I don't want to figure out now how to turn off the camera. But this is a really good step. We basically just planned today, which is also part of it, but better to plan properly from the beginning till the end, because then Claude will do wonders rather than just giving Claude let's say free will to do whatever. Then we will have to fix a lot of errors. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. You basically watched a planning session with Claude and a bit of figuring out how to install the GitHub app. So yeah, that's it. Thank you again. See you next Thursday.